and we get our hands dirty. Some people use their celebrity to promote things, but they don't get their hands dirty. And you have to get your hands dirty.
You're in there. You're in the mix.
Yeah.
You go to South Africa every year, I understand.
Go every year at the beginning of the year. We start the year on safari. We go and visit our AIDS projects. And as soon as you go there and you have to visit your projects from time to time in wherever they are, whether it's in America, South America, West Indies, whatever. We go and visit these projects on a regular basis to see the results that we're doing, to see if it's working, see if our money's being spent the right way, and to come back and feel, yes, we're working, so it's working, let's do more. And when you see something that's working, you want to do more. You think, this is fantastic.
What are some of those success stories? I mean, do you have any anecdotes that sort of come to mind?
Well, I mean, in Kailicha in Cape Town, there was a woman we were visited about 5 years ago, and somebody left a baby on her doorstep one night, and it was the mother thrown herself in front of a train. The baby was orphaned, and they gave it to Rosalia, and she took it in, and then everyone started leaving babies on their doorstep and orphaned kids to parents. So there were about 120 kids sleeping in a shack, her home, like 6 to a bed. And we were we were reduced to tears. One woman and volunteers were looking after all these kids. And we said, one day, this whole street where you're living, we'll build you some homes, proper homes for these kids to live in. Now there are 6 cluster homes, they call them, where they have running water, they have showers, proper bedrooms. They're like beautiful little houses. So that street now, there's no original shack left. It's all got beautiful houses for these kids to live in. And you go there and you see how happy they are, and you think, God, this is amazing. And we're inspired because of this one woman. I mean, we do good work, but these people on the ground, these people who actually do in the trenches every day, looking after AIDS patients, looking after orphans, they're the heroes. We're not. We're just trying to make their lives a bit easier, and because they're doing such great humanitarian work.
They say the world is flat. Maybe that's nowhere more true than with medicine and that sort of thing. When you think about your foundation, you think about the president's initiatives in this last administration, spending a lot of money overseas, for example, for AIDS relief. Where should the average person here living in the United States be putting their money? Should they be putting it into domestic initiatives, or should they be putting it overseas?
Well, there's so much to be done in the domestic front. I would love them to put their money into the domestic initiative here. I mean, today in the paper, $68 million a grant for Georgia. Which is the South is one of the worst infected areas. The Elton John AIDS Foundation has been putting money into the South for a long time now because it really is one of the worst affected efforts. So the Ryan White Act has given $68 million to Georgia today in the newspaper. That started my day off in a really good way. But we'd like to see the federal government help a bit more with the needle exchange program. There's much more to be done, but if there is a proper AIDS program put in place by the new president, and I believe he will do that because he is a man of his word and he's a compassionate man, then the situation will get so much better. It really will. So I would say if people want to give money, send it to us. We'll look after it, but look after I think there's a great initiative here to put money into America, because America is falling behind some of these places like Honduras and the West Indies. The infection rate per capita is worse here than it is there, which is crazy. This is the richest country in the world.
Washington, D.C. being worse than Port-au-Prince in Haiti.
Yeah.
I should point out that you're about to give a big talk here.
Yeah.
Thousands of people. I think they're getting ready for you here.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous before you give talks like this?
Not really. I mean, I'm more nervous playing tennis in front of like 10,000 people than I am doing this. I've done it before.
Is that because you're better
at tennis? And it comes from the
or
heart. It's if I was a phony and I was going out there, I'd be scared. But we mean business. We're here to applaud these people and what they're doing. We're all in this together.
What is your day-to-day or week-to-week routine like? I know you're flying from here to Indianapolis for a show tonight. How busy are you? I mean, you're 62 years old now. Is that right?
Well, let's put it like this. I have a musical nominated for 15 Tonys. I'm doing an animation movie for Disney, which I'm writing the music for and we're producing. We have a show called Spectacle, which is on Sundance, which is with Elvis Costello, which is an incredibly well-received show. I'm going to do an album with Leon Russell next year. I have a ballet going to be done by the Alberta Ballet. I have the AIDS Foundation. I have my management company, which we manage lots of young artists. And I still have free time. I love my life. I'm 62. I've never felt better. I've never had more joy than I have in my life now. And the AIDS Foundation is a huge part of that. Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks so much for
very
the work
much.
you're doing.
Thanks.
Really appreciate it.